Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Learn with Kiran. In this session, we are going to take class 7 Honeycomb textbook Unit 2 A Gift of Chappals by Vasanta Surya. At the end of this video, you will be able to understand the author's style of writing, to know the children's world, their spontaneity and imagination, to appreciate the importance of innocence, to analyze the concern of the children for the well being of the animals. So, let's move towards the introduction of the author. Vasanta Surya, a journalist, translator, and poet. Vasanta Surya's stories for the young have appeared in Junior Quest, The Hindu Young World, and Chatterbox. Guru Chaka Turns Up is the first of her Mridhu in Madras series. Some of the famous books of Vasanta Surya's are Kogai the Owl, A Place to Live, Birthright, The Stock of Time. This story has been divided into two parts. In this video, we are going to cover reading and explanation of the first half. The main characters are Mridhu, her grandparents Tapi and Tata, her cousins Ravi, Meena and Lalli. Mridhu is a young girl growing up in Madras, now called Chennai, with Tapi, her grandmother, and Tata, her grandfather. One afternoon, Tapi takes Mridhu to her aunt Rukumani's house to meet her cousins Lalli, Ravi, and Meena. A smiling Rukumani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out, and Ravi pulled Mridhu into the house, but she protested. "We have got to show you something." "Wait, let me take off my slippers." She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. Those were grey, actually with dust. You could see the clear mark of every toe on the front part of each slipper. The marks for the two big toes were long and scrawny. Mridhu didn't have much time to wonder about whose slippers they were, because Ravi dragged her to the backyard behind a thick bitterberry bush. Just imagine if you have visited your cousin's house and how they would react. Obviously, they will be very excited. Likewise, when Mridhu visited her cousin's house, they become very excited and Ravi pulled her into the house. While taking off her slippers, Mridhu saw a large black pair of slippers which had become grey due to dust, and it had the marks of every toe on it. Mridhu could not observe it for longer because Ravi dragged her to the backyard. There, inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand, lay a very small kitten lapping up milk from a coconut half shell. "We found him outside the gate this morning. He was mewing and mewing, poor thing. It's a secret. Amma says Pati will leave for our Paddu Mama's house if she knows we have a cat. People are always telling us to be kind to animals, but when we are, they scream, 'Oh, don't bring that dirty creature here.'" When Mridhu went there, she saw a kitten inside the torn football drinking milk in the coconut shell. Meena informed Mridhu that they have found the kitten outside the gate, but they must keep it as a secret, otherwise the grandmother will leave their house. Ravi was upset that children are always taught to be kind towards animals, but when he was trying to do so, elders screamed at them and called them as dirty. Do you know how hard it is just to get a little milk from the kitchen? Pati saw me with a glass in my hand just now. I told her I am very hungry. I want to drink it. Then she wanted the tumbler back. "Pati, Pati, I will wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble?" I told her. But the way she looked at me, I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. I had to run and pour the milk into the coconut shell and then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. Now, we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran. Ravi told Mridhu that the struggle which he had did for getting the milk for the kitten Mahendran. This little kitty's name is Mahendran. I'm impressed. Its real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. Actually, his full name is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai, MP Punai for short, if you like. He is a fine breed of cat, just look at his fur, like a lion's mane. And you know what the emblem of the ancient Pallava kings was, don't you? Ravi looked expectantly at Mridu, but Mridu couldn't help giggling. Mridu got impressed with the name because it was different. Ravi told her that its full name was Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai and MP Punai in short. He informed her that it was a fine breed cat, a close relative of lion family like the one that Pallava kings use in their emblem. Mridu couldn't stop giggling. You think I'm joking? Well, just wait. I will show you sometime. It's clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you? Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his tatas, etc. Fact is, Mahendran here is descended from that very same ancient cat, a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion, the Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. Ravi went on walking around the bitterberry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling. To prove his knowledge of history, Ravi told that on his school trip to Mahabalipuram, he had seen statue of a lion and he firmly believes that it was the ancestor of the kitten. This cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, and if it may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. How he loves the sound of his own voice. What does that have to do with anything? Ah, I'm telling you that cat is descended from the Egyptian cat god, no, goddess, Bastet. Yeah, that's it. Well, one of the descendants of that cat goddess was a Stravi in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is MP Punai here. Critch. He proudly announced that his small kitten is the descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. He reminded Mridu of cats being worshipped in ancient Egypt. Ravi shrieked, very pleased with himself. Mahendran looked up alarmed. He had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of coconut shell, but worse than Ravi's awful whoop ache was a screech from the window. What a weird sound! And if Mridu was startled, MP Punai was frightened out of his wits. Hair standing on end, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that had been set out to dry. Trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself. Meow! He howled miserably, but the screeching went on and on. What's that awful noise? Ravi was busy in making all proud announcement about his kitten when a weird sound, screech, came from the window. Mridu was shocked and Mahendran was frightened. Mridu inquired it. Ravi informed her that it was Lalli learning to play the violin. Mridu peeped from the window. So, what they would have seen there, we will see in the next session. Thank you. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you.